If you had to choose between this one and this one, what would you choose and why? For this week's episode of Wild Women Wet Shaving, I'm going to teach you what the difference between these shave brushes are. Welcome back to another episode of Wild Women Wet Shaving. This week we are starting a two-part series. The first part, we're going to be talking about shaved brushes, and then the second part, we're going to still be talking about shaved brushes, but I'm going to help you walk through all the steps so that when you decide to buy a shaved brush, you know what to do, what to look for, and the price you can afford. So for part one of Wild Women Wet Shavings, what do you do with a shaved brush? We're going to talk about the fundamentals as to why you would go about buying a shave brush. And you can't genuinely call yourself a wet shaver if you don't actually own a shave brush because, well, that's kind of the basis for wet shaving. So why do you need a shave brush? 3 reasons to buy a shave brush. First reason, a shave brush is used to exfoliate the skin. The hairs are a technique of adding an extra exfoliant as you rotate the brush around your skin. So whatever is sitting on your skin, aka dirt or oils or grease, is lifted off, shave cream is then wedged under, and then when you go to shave, you get a great shave. Reason number 2, it softens the hair. And for those of you gentlemen who have really coarse facial hair, one of the reasons why you get your 5 o'clock shadow at 2:30 in the afternoon is incredibly annoying. And using a shave brush can help soften the facial hair so that your 5 o'clock shadow doesn't show up until 8:30, 9 o'clock. Number 3 reason for using a shaving brush. Well, it takes your solvent from a shaving soap into a lather by adding water and air to froth it up and create a rich, creamy texture. When you're finished lathering and your cream doesn't look peaky and meringue, you need to work on your lather a little bit more until you've perfected it. Not saying that it won't shave you, I'm just saying that the best lather you can attain is one that is big, frothy, and just succulent. One of the most difficult parts about shaved brushes is actually discovering which brush hair you prefer. Because believe it or not, there's more than one, and sometimes more than one in a specific category. Let me explain. The first hair I'm going to talk about isn't even a hair at all. It's actually synthetic. And for those of you people who believe that animal cruelty is something that should be, for the rest of us that don't have an issue using an animal hair, there are 3 other options for you. The first I'm going to talk about is horse hair. And while grooming the tail or the mane of the horse, they do a little snipping and they create a bundle, and whatever doesn't get taken to the violinist, the brush company gets. Pros to a horsehair brush: if you like nice rigidity in your shave brush, you will like a horsehair brush. The bristles are beautiful and they are soft in a different way that the other 2 are. The con to using a horsehair brush is you find that it doesn't absorb water. So if you're the type of person who likes to use really stiff shave pucks or really soft creams, you find that this shave brush doesn't tend to lather as nicely. However, it's still a really good decision and a really nice brush. And it tends to come in a variety of different colors. Whatever color the horse comes in. Next is boar bristle. For those of you who are incredibly budget friendly, boar bristle is the brush for you. Not saying that budget friendly brushes aren't going to get the job done. I'm just saying that if you don't have millions of dollars sitting in the bank account, you can still wet shave. As a matter of fact, boar bristle comes in anywhere from $5 to $10 to $25 at max. If you're buying a boar bristle for more than $25, you're being ripped off. Boar bristle is the stiffest shave brush. It is the most rigid. If you're the type of gentleman that has incredibly coarse facial hair and you have a lot to get through, not only does it exfoliate the skin, but it also softens that hair. So when you do shave it, it's a clean, crisp cut every time. And the last, and the certainly most expensive, you have your badger hair. And unlike your other 3 varieties, badger hair actually has its own sections of categories in and of itself. So sit tight, because this one's a long one. If you are looking to spend a little bit more money than the boar or the synthetic or the horse, and you want to be in the badger category, but you don't want to be in the top tiers, but you just want to break in, get yourself a pure badger shave brush. Yeah, it's, you know, the most coarse of the badger and isn't as luxurious, but it'll still get you into the entry-level badger. And it's a nice brush. The next grade up, you are looking at best badger, and this section of the badger tends to be darker in color. You also find it's a little bit softer than the pure badger brush, but it tends to feel a little nicer on the skin and take you from that entry level just into that next tier. You are looking to get in with the family, but you don't exactly want to go into the Maserati level. So I'm going to encourage you to go with Super Badger. And Super Badger is kind of getting into the scruff neck area of the badger that doesn't receive that much contact with the ground. Therefore, it is going to be softer and more luxurious. It tends to be a thicker knot as well. And let's just say this, I'm pretty sure you're gonna win Dad's heart with a Super Badger brush. I just genuinely do. All right, so for the gentlemen that are in the
Maserati, McLaren, Mercedes, BMW, Ferrari level kind of
money, I'm here to tell you and sell you on the silver tip badger. Regularly harvested in the winter time when the badger is at its fullest and biggest amount of hair. It is the softest and newest fur on the badger, and it is expensive. Your least expensive silver tip badger brush is starting at about $100. So yeah, you're starting at $100. So you never know where you can go. Like this little bad boy, this is the Chubby 3 from Simpson. And this costs $320. I could go to Mexico and back on this shave brush. I think I have. So for those of you gentlemen who are looking to get into wet shaving or are already into wet shaving, but you haven't brought your shave brush, what's wrong with you? Using a shave brush whips up the shave cream, wedges shave cream underneath the hair, and makes sure that every follicle is standing up so you get the perfect shave every time you shave. Choosing your hair type is going to be the most difficult. Are you a high-class kind of badger kind of a dude? Are you a boar bristle kind of a girl? Are you a synthetic kind of a person? Or are you a horse kind of a lover? It doesn't matter what you decide as long as you invest in a shave brush. And the best thing about wet shaving is you can always get more. Thank you for watching part 1 of why you need a shave brush. Part 2 will be coming out next week, and there's going to be a whole lot more information, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching Wild Women Wet Shaving, and I will see you beautiful people. Oh, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you beautiful people next Thursday. Bye.